What I miss most and love most about Thailand and America. 20 seconds in Thailand. Thailand Rob on a hot afternoon here in Phuket, Thailand. So I just got back from America. If you're not familiar with the channel, I just got back from America. I've spent 10 years here in Thailand, so I have a lot of understanding of the differences between America and Thailand. And so I get these questions from a lot of younger people in America. They ask me a lot about Thailand. And retired people in America, they ask me. The middle people, like I would say in the 30s to 60s, they don't really talk too much about Thailand, I guess, because either they're just working their butts off or maybe they just don't have a plan to vacation. Because if you don't know this, in America, you usually only get 2 to 3 weeks of vacation a year, and you don't want to spend 4 days of it on a plane, basically. So I get the understanding of not wanting to travel all the way over here. However, let's get to the point of this conversation, of this video. So just getting back from America, I get the same questions over here from the people that are expats here, and they asked me what it was like when I went back. And the main thing is money differences, but they asked me about lifestyle and travel. And they're like, what's happening? Because I haven't been back to the States in 5 or 13 years in some situations. And again, mostly it's prices. Example would be, I was really surprised that if you go somewhere and get a couple of hot dogs and a bag of chips, it's gonna run you 10 bucks. I did not know that a sub sandwich was gonna be $18. And I sure as heck didn't think that an egg and cheese biscuit and a milk was gonna be $7.50. That was very surprising, completely surprising. McDonald's, I think if you get an individual Big Mac now, it's $8.50 or not. It depends on what state you live in, I'm sure. But anyway, that's the thing over there. I'll tell you the first thing that I missed the most when I landed and got settled back in America. The first thing that I missed the most about Thailand was this. You're right. Instead of having a nice clean bidet sprayer in the toilet, you gotta start scraping your behind with paper, and you're lucky enough if you get wet wipes, which cost you an arm and a leg. Plus you got paper, you got your tissue, you got your wet wipes, but you don't have a sprayer. So in the links down below, there's a sprayer you can buy and install yourself at your house. And trust me, if you've ever had one of these, it is better. It's the one thing that I missed the most when I left here. The one thing that I missed the most, and one of the most favorite things that appeals to me coming back over here. As this topic can sound disgusting, it's really not over here. And it's so much cleaner. So today I was thinking, oh my God, this is one of the top 5 things that I missed about Thailand. First of all, I love the people, the weather, the beautiful, the country, the food, and the bidet. They call it the bum gun over here, but in Amazon, where the link is below, it's called a bidet sprayer. They had to fancy it up a little bit. And you can buy 2 or 3 different kinds of models or whatever. Just click around and look. But I double dog dare you to go and get one, because once you do, or once you talk to anyone that's ever had one of these, it's a simple installation, and it's a lot cheaper than trying to hook up a Japanese toilet in your house, which is the ultimate toilet in the world. Anyone that's ever been to Japan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But going back to the differences of what I miss about America, I love my friends and family in America. Of course, you love to see your friends and family, and I was fine. I didn't spend a lot of afternoons doing too much because everyone was either working. So I basically hung out with either retired people or people that were working from home, and I could hang out with them-ish, sort of. And then in the evenings, we would all go out and hang out collectively like I used to do when I lived in Florida. We used to get off work, everyone get off work around 5 or 6 and convene somewhere, mingle and hang out till about, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night. But in the North Carolina part where I stayed at, the whole place closed down at 9 o'clock p.m. Everything was closed. That was a culture shock for me. I guess after the pandemic, the city where I was staying at in High Point, North Carolina, it just doesn't exist after 9 p.m. That's really, so you just go home at 9, whereas here in Thailand, you don't go home until 9 a.m. Yeah, of course I'm joking, but you can. There's places here that'll stay open 24 hours a day. So that was a big thing for me when I went back over there that was different. Driving wasn't bothering me. The different side of the road didn't bother me. None of that changed over here. Coming back over here now, the humidity is a bit, I know I'm used to it, but it's the first few days of being here. It's been raining for the whole week prior to like yesterday. So now that the sun's coming out and all the moisture is coming up off the ground, it is hot. And so that's what's going on with me today, is I'm sweating. But I did go out the other night. I did go out and we had some good conversations, catching up. And again, it was all the same questions. What was it like traveling? I would say that we stayed out. I would say we stayed out all night long in celebration of my return. But I think the whole night long ended up around 10:30 because I'm not used to it. And I had gotten into a schedule back in America of the American type schedule of going to bed somewhere around midnight to 1 and waking up around 8:30 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning. And I had gotten into that routine, and with the jet lag of me being 12 hours off from over there, I can't catch a break over here on days and nights. So far, I haven't been able to sleep a full night, and then right in the middle of the day, just zonk out and have to have a nap. But if you've ever experienced jet lag exponentially, like traveling around the world, it's a lot more different than, just traveling, 5 hours in a plane, because 24 hours, 32 hours in the airport creates a big internal clock problem. And like right now I'm perky, I'm fine. What time is it right now? It's a little bit after noon right now. And I'm almost gonna bet that by 5 o'clock tonight, I'm gonna start to just give out, probably, especially after I have some kind of something to eat and get that, and I'll probably be like, okay, well I have to take a nap because I don't want to go to sleep at 6 and then wake up at 3 in the morning like I did last night. The other thing I did find out about America that I knew but I didn't think about it was, those noise makers, that sound machines and sounds that people sleep to. That's a huge thing over there now. I think everybody I knew had one of those. Whereas over here, I don't think I know anybody that has one. Well, at least the Thai people, they sure as heck don't. Of course, they work from 7 till midnight, so they're usually tired and they don't need a machine to make them go to sleep. But anyway, I just wanted to say, if there's one gift that you need to give yourself in life, it's the link below. I just added it to the other list of stuff that I recommend, but I was too lazy to create my own page just for the bum gun. I wasn't gonna create a whole separate page for it. So I just put the link down there below. Go check it out. If you don't like that model, look at the other ones. Enjoy. You'll thank me later. I promise you'll thank me later. Put it in the comments if you got one already or have it installed. I know some people that came over here, went back home and had it installed anyway. And that's enough about today, so you can go on about your day and have a good one. See you later. Bye. Take care.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Goody goody. Don't forget that.